How are you both doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm so glad. I really enjoy this show. And Albert, I'm curious, how did you first hear about it and what appealed to you about it?
How I first heard about it, my cousin Riley found out about it. It's it's my cousin Riley found out about it as part of her graduate studies. She talked to an alumni who works for NBC, and he was talking about the show, saying they were looking for autistic actors, and I've lived down the block from her my entire life. And she knows that I went to school for acting, that I want to be an actor, she just managed to get me an audition. So that's how I heard about it, how I got the chance. And you want to know what I think about the role as well?
What appealed to you about it?
Appealed to you, just the dynamics with the different characters and everything, in more than just the autism itself, though it's really good that they actually took care. They've taken care along this run of the season to make the on-set environment very well, and to have the scripted stuff be good. It's for all the autistic and non-autistic actors and everything, and crew members. I'm going back to what I was saying, the dynamics with the different characters. You get to see the people at different stages in their lives, trying to form in or maintain in different types of relationships, the messes that come along the way with life. If just the main characters are in their 20s, which we all know go swimmingly. I'm still in mine. It's it could be a mess, but I just love the way all the characters were written in, and how the actors play off with each other, and just the humor of some of the scenes is really nice as well.
I definitely agree. I think also for Mandy, there's this very unfiltered nature that comes through sometimes. She doesn't have a problem with swearing and likes to, sort of motivate people in an unexpected way. Was that something that was fun to play for you, Sosie?
Yeah. That's just sort of who I am. I'm sure I added a couple of curse words in there.
Make fear a bitch.
What?
Make fear your bitch.
Make fear your bitch. That was a big one. I think that what's cool about Mandy and her relationship with Violet and Jack and Harrison is that it's on very equal footing. There's no sort of teacher pupil thing, weird energy. That's not at all how it was written. That's not at all how I experienced when I observed sort of the people with this job. Everyone is equal, and everybody is having conversations equally, and they're adults, and so Mandy's gonna say fuck, and that's gonna be cool because we talk about porn. It's all out there, it's all open, and we're adults, and everyone just I loved that. I love it. That's how I talk to everybody.
I think that's great. And Albert, how much of yourself do you see in Harrison?
Some, definitely. Definitely some of myself, especially when I was a little younger, or just trying to
Shh. Sorry. The dog was barking, sorry.
Just trying to express myself, and parse my emotions and figure out where I'm going with life. I feel like Harrison is going through a lot of that with in the show, and as it goes on, and I think a lot of people could relate to that, but that's definitely something that I relate to with Harrison. and he also tries to be nice to most people. Well, I try my best to do that. It's though I could like get annoyed a little easier, I think, and just get ticked off a bit. Though we haven't seen a lot with Harrison and his sister, they probably do get on each other's nerves as well.
Have a big difference to point out between Harrison and Albert,
What?
or at least something that's not shown on the show. Albert knows everything. I mean, like, he literally knows everything. He'll
Harrison knows
say
a lot too about like history and stuff.
what?
Harrison knows some stuff too about history and stuff.
About history and stuff, but I mean, like, everything. Like, Albert will ask me, do you know this opera that came out X, Y? And I'm like, no, I have no idea. How do you have that?
That's very funny.
Sorry.
Why? Sorry, I'm getting smarter by knowing all of that.
I was on a real big classical kick during the run of the show, so they learned some about that too.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
Great. Well, it's really nice to learn about all this. I'm looking forward to everyone seeing this show when all 8 episodes drop on Amazon Prime Video on January 21st. Thank you so much, Albert and Sosie, for speaking with me today.